Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 2, Episode 3, I believe, of Trollhunters Tales of Arcadia. Trollhunters Tales of Arcadia, titled Grand Theft Auto. So there's two parts to it. There's the Darkland plot with Jim, which is kind of less prominent, and the main plot, which is with Claire, Toby, Blinky, and not Enrique. So the one with Jim is he's in prison, and he meets Namora, who's also in prison, because as she says, Gunmar needed to blame someone for Bular's death, and she was the only one that was there. He gets dragged to the arena and told to fight some monster that I can't, for the life of me, I'm not even going to try and name. No, but before he leaves, Nomura gives him this stink fruit, whatever, which will make the monster not like him. He ends up struggling to fight this, and he ends up losing his will, struggling to reclaim his sword. His armor starts flickering, and Gunmar's like, good. He loses his willpower. Although he eventually uses the fruit, and the monster recoils, and Jim proceeds to lock in and kill it. And I just love where Gunmar's like, what? How did he know? Because I'm assuming, Jim managed to find the soft spot or whatever of this beast, and I'm just like, dude, he's been in the Darklands for how long? He probably had to fight one. Also, as he tells Gunmar, you're not breaking me down. You are only making me stronger. And as he's dragged away back to the cell, there's one Gum crying over the beast's body, and all I can think of is that a reference to Star Wars? Because Star Wars Return of the Jedi, the Rancor is killed, and its keeper is basically sobbing about it. It might be a reference to that, or something else, I don't know. Meanwhile, Claire, Blinky, Toby, and not Enrique are making a stakeout to get Otto, who's that changeling that was working with Strickler, to find out where the Janus Order is, because the Janus Order has the cure to ARG. And they end up losing him because Otto is a polymorph, which means he doesn't have one set form, he has many. He can change into whatever he wants. He ends up escaping, so they end up... And during the fight, Toby, with his dumbass hammer that is weightless and very heavy, and then weightless, ends up breaking his jaw. So he now has to get this whole big headset, and I just love the scene where the dentist is like, Tobias, you're putting my children through private school. And I'm assuming and if you keep this up, you'll be putting them through college. But for some reason, I don't know why, the headset ends up picking up frequencies so he can listen to, the radio stations. And eventually, he ends up hearing the coordinates for the Janus Order. So he, Blinky, and the ones I've been mentioning go there, find it. They end up getting caught, though. After impersonating changelings for a bit, they end up getting caught by Otto. And Otto said something funny. He says, yes, I can go into anyone way I want. It's the perk of being the Supreme Commander or whatever. Does that mean he was regular, normal changeling, and that someone granted him that power because he's the big leader? Does that mean if Strickler was the top leader, he'd be able to do that? I don't know. Also, if I'm remembering correctly, wasn't there a changeling in Wizards, which is a future show title, named Janus? And I can't remember where the Janus, but wasn't he like one of the first ones, or was he just the founder of the Janus Order? And I don't think the changelings were allied with Gunmar before he was sent to Kellerhead Bridge in that show. So did they become allied after it? And that was just, I don't know. I'm confused on that. I want to know how that partnership came about. Because from the way Wizards showed it, and I remember it, mind you, I haven't seen it in years since it's come out, so I could be misremembering, but I think I could be misremembering the changeling's name, but I know he was there, and I know there wasn't really changelings allied with Gunmar, so it says I'm thinking they came allied afterward. I don't know. Anyway, Otto takes off the headset so Toby can't hear the plans anymore. And then he tells them, all right, we have the cure for the Creeper Sun poison for Arg, but in return we want the staff of Vendel's staff, which holds a piece of the Heartstone. So it's basically like a piece of the Heartstone or that. Or Arg's life. Also, I wonder if they want the Heartstone because the Heartstone, I think, helps heal trolls if they're near it, and they can't be near the Heartstone. I think that's why they're near the Heartstone, because it helps like heal them. It gives them kind of life, so to say. And I wonder if that's why they're based up there, because the Heartstone's there. I wonder if where all the other bases are, there's Heartstones, or at least some type of Heartstone. Not a big one, mind you, but maybe just somewhat of a Heartstone. Also, before they entered the Janus Order headquarters, Claire stuck her head in to the Darklands, and it was in Jim's cell, right after he was taken by the Gum-Gums to the arena. Right after, mind you. So she ended up throwing that one little piece of candy in there that Toby's been throwing in. And when Jim is thrown back in the cell, he finds it, and he regains hope. Overall, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. I really love that it showcased more of Claire and Toby. It gave them kind of their moments to shine, while also have Jim have his badass moment defeating that beast. And I'm guessing and it seems to be setting up somewhat of a redemption arc for Nomura, which I'm eager to see. I'm also eager to see how they circumvent, giving both curing Arg and without giving up the staff, or if they're going to do it, I don't know. I want to see how that goes, because I can't remember. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.